Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Tyler McNabb, and this is my 400EX. So, currently it is the Thursday before the weekend, and this weekend I'm actually going to be going to the Extreme XC race in Rockville, Indiana. It's called like Insanity at the Sanatorium. It's actually, the property's, there's an old insanatorium, so basically it started as like a tuberculosis hospital, this big building, and then eventually it got converted to a sanatorium. And so the building's still there, and you can actually go in and take tours of it, so it's gonna be pretty cool. But anyway, so that's this weekend, and so I'm getting the quad ready for that. But you probably won't see this video actually until after the race, because today I've got a special upgrade that I finally purchased for the 400. So this thing's pretty built. There's not a whole lot left to do to it, but one major thing that I've never really had on a quad would be this guy. So this is a precision steering stabilizer, and people that run them swear by them. They love these things up and down. They say it helps them ride better and everything, and so I've always wanted one. And so I actually, normally if you go to buy one of these brand new, this is the base model, I guess you could call it the original precision. This one retails for $4.99, and then there's the Pro model, which is just above this for it's $5.49, and then the Elite model is $5.99. So between $500 and $600 for one of these. I, however, found one used that a guy was parting out of 400, and I was able to pick this thing up for just around $250, so about half price, and it seems to be in really good shape. He said he serviced it not too long ago, so yep, it seems to be in really good shape. So now, today's video, basically I'm just going to go through throwing this on, and then kind of talking over it, and then the race this weekend will end up being kind of the test for it. So let's get to the install. Okay guys, so slight change of plans. Well, I just messaged the guy that I bought it from, and basically, because I went to put it on there, and when I went to clamp it on the stem, it was moving around. It was just, there was play in it. There was no, like, it couldn't be tightened down, and I was like, well, that's not good. So it turns out this thing is probably for a 450R. That's what he went out and measured his stem, and it's bigger. So apparently it had a 450R stem put on it, and he wasn't aware of that. So yeah, I mean, it's an honest mistake. Crap like that happens when you're buying stuff used, so it's not necessarily his fault, but I mean, you know, crap happens, so it's whatever. But so what I'm gonna do instead, I guess I've been needing to get a new stem. That was the ultimate plan, because this one's actually a little bit bent, and so that's an upgrade I can do later in the future. I can just go ahead and get a 450 stem. So yeah, so but for the meantime, I'm actually still going to try to run it, and what I'm going to do is I've got this vacuum tube here that I found laying around, and I've already cut one up kind of, but basically it's just a little plastic tube, and so I cut a little section out that was the same like inner diameter as the clamp, and I cut it in half, and I made a little bushing kind of as a spacer to put in the one side. So I've kind of got it sitting in there right now, and so what I'm going to do is try to put it back together with this little bushing and see if it'll hold enough to, when it turns the stabilizer too. So if not, you know, it's not a big deal. Like I said, stuff happens, so if not, then I'll just have to wait to put it on until I get a new steering stem. So let's try to get it on, and hopefully it works. Okay guys, so got her all mounted up in the quad and ready to go. You can see it there. The light's not very good, but yep, it's in there. So basically, here, let me grab a flashlight. Hope with the light. There we go, that's better, a little better. But sorry, still filming on a crappy GoPro until I can get a new camera. But anyway, so we got it all mounted up in there, and yeah, it should be ready to go. So these things, they've got 2 dials on them. You've got one here on the front, right there, and then you got, or there you can see them a lot better. So you've got the one on the front and the one on the back. The one on the front is for the center stiffness, and the one on the back is for side stiffness. And so basically what that means is like if you dialed the center one all the way down really hard, then it would pretty much stay straight. You could probably not even touch the bars and this thing would track super straight and it wouldn't move no matter the bumps you hit. And then the sides are the sides are kind of the opposite, to where like if you're in a turn and you hit something, it's probably going to stay turned. It's going to resist trying to go back straight. So kind of how I've got it set up right now is I've got it fairly stiff in the center, so it'll track fairly straight, and then I've got it kind of loose on the sides, since we do a lot of turning and stuff with XC. Those are kind of the recommended settings from Precision. So overall, yeah, I think it's pretty much ready to go. I got her all mounted in there. It mounts up super easy, you know, as long as you have the right one. And I tightened that down with that bushing, and it seems like it's gonna hold. So we'll see how it ends up working. So yeah, probably start back with this video in probably 3 or 4 days after the race, to just kind of catch you up on what I thought about it. So yeah, I'll see you then. Hey guys, so it's actually the Sunday after the Extreme XC race that I went to, so I just figured I'd give you kind of a rundown on the Precision stabilizer that I used, or that I installed. So going into it, I didn't set it too tight, just because, you know, I'm not used to it, and even on some of the lower settings you can feel the resistance and the handlebars that it adds. Plus I'm running who knows how old of ball joints, and I know for sure that like the bushing up in the front, steering stem probably needs replaced. This guy down here, so I know it probably needs replaced, and then the bearing probably down in the frame needs replaced. So this thing was a little bit of a stiff steerer in the first place, and so I didn't want to make it too stiff just because I'm not the strongest guy. So I set it kind of on the softer side, but I think I definitely could tell a difference. I could tell a difference, especially just because it seemed like my arms were getting kind of tired a little quicker maybe, but I also noticed it from a good difference because like when I was riding and stuff, I don't remember any time during the race where the bars like really jerked out of my hand, or I felt like it was trying to take me somewhere else or anything like that. Especially, I think I could notice it decent in turns, because used to I really had to fight the handlebars in turns, especially if you're going around on like a berm turn fairly hard, and the bars would really want to just come back straight. But it seemed like this thing, it definitely did help, I think. So a lot of my main issues is I just need to work out and get a little bit stronger, so I can handle the quad a lot better. But overall, I think the Precision stabilizer, it's a great upgrade. I mean, everyone that I've talked to that has one, or the videos I've seen, everyone loves them. Like, they're a great product. They're very expensive, I won't deny that, and but I think they're well worth the money. So overall, I'd say the precision stabilizer is a good product. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.